Left center field, Hendon waits for it. He's got it. William Carey is back to the NAIA World Series. They win it 11-4. William Carey finishes the regular season 15-3, winning it here at home 78-70. The Crusaders are conference champions.
Welcome back to Behind the Shield, your inside access into William Carey Athletics. My name is Ben Smith and I'm your host. This week we've got cross-country runners Matthew McGuire and Luke Skinner with us, both sophomores, both local guys, Oak Grove High School. So Hattiesburg natives, glad to have you guys on the show this week. And we've already had, 2 races under our belts now for the season, so we'll get to some of that in just a minute. I don't shy away from the fact that I have some connections to cross-country out here, so I'm excited to have you guys on. This is the first episode we've done with anything to do with cross country. So first off, before we get cranked up, the first 2 races of the season, where do we feel like we stand right now? How do we feel about them?
I mean, me personally, I feel pretty strong. I may have not had the best summer this training block, but no, I mean, coming back, I mean, it was like straight into it, just bang, 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 just, training's been great, and then the races have just been better. So,
Okay.
Yeah, overall, I think we're in a really solid spot just as a team. I feel like I had a really good summer, really solid build-up. I think as a team, we look very strong. We have some new people on the team. They look strong too. First 2 races, the opener, we did a 5K, and then the second race, we did an 8K, so that's a 5-mile race. And it hurts, but it's a great hurt, and
Right.
I love doing it.
People talk about runner's high. I never had that. I don't know what that feels like. You guys ever had that?
Yeah,
like runner's
I've
high?
had it, yeah.
Okay, so it's a real thing?
it
It's
is.
real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I coached cross country for several years, and people will talk about it like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, the first race this season was at Mississippi College.
It was.
That's a great course. Choctaw Trails, Mississippi High School has their state championships there. We used to have the conference championship at Choctaw years ago. So that's a really fun course. And then you guys ran at Jacksonville State. That was a heck of a field. When I was
It
looking through the
was.
score, talking about like
Big
Alabama,
field.
Yeah,
Auburn,
yeah.
it's like a lot of SEC schools, a lot of big schools. And so it's a great experience to get to run against those guys and see what it looks like at the highest level of cross country in Division I. So not gonna lie, I looked at our times. I do that every time you guys race. Not bad, but room for improvement.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely is. And when you go out into a race like that, you know that you're racing some of the best in the country. So
Right.
you know that you got to put your best effort into it. And I think we did.
Did the
overall.
course run fast
It.
because of the field?
I mean, you go.
I think it was a very fast time, very fast race. It was really crowded,
Yeah.
but a lot of times that's good. You have people there who are pushing you. You can try to pass people, especially in that second half of the race.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I like to look at it as like more people in a race is like more pegs on the ladder. Like if you're climbing up, it's harder to reach for the taller
Right.
pegs, and so more people, like it's more to progress. But yeah, like you said, like it was crowded. I mean, that first mile was quick. It was crowded. Like you're in a circle of people, and you can't move. So.
Well, that's the thing about early in the race like that.
Yeah.
If you everybody's jockeying for positioning early, if you get boxed in,
Yeah.
you're there
Yeah,
for a
you're-
while.
yeah.
It's going to take a while for you to be able to get out. So, but I looked at our times, and like I said, I didn't think they were bad for an early
Yeah,
season race. I
sure.
thought,
Yeah.
some of those times were more indicative of late season results. I thought so. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Now, for cross country runners, you guys, you have a totally different schedule from day to day.
Basically.
Yeah, I always joke, like my wife will always talk about how I stay up late and I'm not a morning person at all. And I always tell people, we don't play baseball games at 7 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
or whatever. I didn't have to be on the field at 7 o'clock in the morning. You guys start at like 5:30 in the morning. And
Yeah.
so what's a
Yeah.
typical day look like,
So just kind of running through what we did this morning. We woke up at 5 a.m. We get out to the track at 5:45, and then that's when we'll start our warm up. And today we went right into the workout. So we did some tempo work, which is more long endurance, and then we did some speed work, more top end to give us that kick at the end of the race to try and pass as many people as we can. But then after that, we'll kind of go back, reset ourselves a little bit, get some breakfast, shower, and I like to try and spend some time in the Word after that. The Word of God, I like reading that every day, try to make it a priority. And then after that, go to class and then get some lunch, because eating all the time, got to have a lot of food to fuel the run, because we'll run again today a little bit later.
Since you went ahead and brought up meals, I know a lot of, especially distance runners and soccer players as well, you know, guys that are on their feet a lot, you hear the term carb load a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Do you guys, I mean, is there like a favorite meal that you eat before, you know, before a race, or like a long run day or something like that? Is there something?
I mean, yeah,
what
for
do you
me,
guys like?
For me, I mean, kind of throughout high school, I mean, it was a little bit harder because it was a race basically every week, but kind of more towards the bigger races. Like I tried to tell my mom, I was like, hey, like I'm gonna have a race, and so we'd always have spaghetti like the night before, and so that's even what we had this past race, and maybe the race before, I can't remember, but yeah, spaghetti is usually my go-to the night before. But yeah, other than that, like, not gonna lie, my nutrition, you know, I just kind of let it be how it is, and I just, you know, eat whatever.
So
but,
spaghetti, like, is
yeah,
it like
but
something?
spaghetti is,
okay.
Yeah, that's probably my go-to.
Okay.
But, yeah.
What
Yeah,
about you?
I like spaghetti a lot too. I don't like to carb load as much. I don't want to feel heavy when I go out onto the course. So one of my go-tos is to have my favorite food, and that's a peanut butter sandwich. So I like
Okay.
doing that maybe the night before, maybe the day of if it's a later race. But if we're going to have an early
Is this kind of
race,
like a last meal thing, just in case?
this is kind of like a last meal.
Fall out
yeah.
in this race. I had my last meal this morning.
Basically that, and also what I think is the best pre-race meal, especially if you're going to have an early morning race, I like to have 2 Rice Krispie treats and put honey on top of them.
Okay.
It's basically just straight carbs, straight energy.
Yeah.
Digests
straight
really
sugar.
good, and it's great. It tastes really good too.
And then you go run, and it's all gone.
Basically,
Okay.
yes.
Well, when you guys get in your mid to late 30s, that changes. I'll just go and let you know. All the Rice Krispie treats,
Yeah.
they come back.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, so we talked about the meal part of it, and obviously everybody understands that being a distance runner, there's a lot of physical things going on. But what about mentally? You know, you can't be a cross-country runner. You can't get up at 5 o'clock every morning and go get it, just being a physical guy. There's some mental toughness that's involved there, and I'm going to talk about Coach Moore here in just a few minutes, but Coach Moore, I always thought of him as one of the toughest guys that we had, right? Just a mentally tough guy. Physically, with the guys that we had on the team, he was an average runner, but he was tougher than all of them. What kind of mental toughness does it take week in and week out to be a distance runner?
Yeah, it takes a lot. That extra 4 to 5% that you have to use to push, it's the difference between setting a personal best or not, the difference between beating somebody or not. But then the getting up in the morning, that's the other mental side. But that part, it wasn't as hard for me because I just love to run so much. Yeah. Not even like running fast as much, but just going outside. I love the feeling of running. I think God has put the breath in my lungs to give me the ability to run. So that's part of why I love doing it so much.
Yeah, for me, we're totally different runners, by the way.
Yeah.
Just kind of, we come from different kind of ends of the spectrum. But yeah, for me, like the mentality, like that's what keeps me going. I always say that my highs in running are high and my lows are low. So that's why my summers kind of end up usually kind of fading away. But yeah, the mental part, like I like to say, it's the more you train your mental toughness, like obviously the more it grows. And so, you know, I mean, you have your easy days and you need to take them easy, but when those hard days come, like I usually try to, you know, bear down and kind of hit it pretty hard. But yeah, my mentality, like even during a race, it's I don't know how you'll take this, but yeah, like during the race, like I'm the kind of guy that will say like, hey, if you don't pass this guy, like you might as well stop running. Like,
Right.
You're not good. Like,
That's the competitor.
yeah, I'm my own hater, and that's what that's what makes me go.
Yeah.
And so I use that all the time. So
Well, and
it works.
It's a very, I guess you could say, self-motivated
Yeah,
sport
yeah.
too, because a lot of times, like, you know, if you go watch a cross-country race as a fan, you're going to see a snippet here and a snippet there, and a lot of your time spent in the woods, out in the backside of a field somewhere, things like that, and there's nobody cheering you or anything.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be pretty self-motivated
Yeah.
to keep going. So I see where the mental aspect comes in. This is kind of an individual question, so I tell you what, Matthew, you go first. What type of courses do you like best? Do you like a hilly, challenging course? Do you like a flat, fast course? What's your personal preference?
So I think for enjoyment, I would rather have a flat course. It shows you exactly what you can do in the best conditions, shows you who you're going to be able to be on this day, like our conference course. It's a very flat, fast course. You have one section that has a few hills, but other than that, very fast, very good terrain. But for competing, I like a hillier course where we do a meet in Louisville. I like doing that one a lot. Well, I like doing it a lot last year. It's the only time that I've done it, but it was really fun because it was gritty. Like, at the end, you could tell people were really starting to feel it from all the ups and downs and all the rocky terrain, but that one was fun.
The Louisville Classic, that course runs fast, though, if I remember correctly. And I think part of it, well, it's cooler, number one, when you get to go there, so that's nice. But the other side of it is the field's always really good.
Right.
It's gonna run, you're either going to run fast or you're going to get left.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
What about you, hilly?
Yeah, I'm
flat?
actually probably in the same boat as him. Like, if I'm going out for like a PR, like all out, whatever, definitely flat. I mean, you know, it's just easy. You can just keep your pace all the time, whatever. But if I'm going to if I'm going for a competition, like let's say somebody has a better PR than me, and I want to, like, you don't ever do this, but you know, like race that one person one-on-one. Like, I'm choosing hilly because I know that my mental toughness can take me through the hills. Like, obviously he might be mental tough as well, but you know, I believe in my standing and what can take me through that race.
Right.
And
that gives you the edge.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, now you guys both being hometown guys, right here just outside of Hattiesburg, grew up in Oak Grove High School. How special is it that you get to go on and go to college at a university here in your hometown, and you get to represent your hometown here at William Carey? How special is that for each of you?
Honestly, it's great. It's a dream because I can look back at high school, a lot of my former teammates, a lot of my former friends. I'm still in contact with them, and they're still supporting us. I'm still trying to support them. So it's like the people that I grew up around, they're still here. Maybe not the whole year, but especially in the summer or on school breaks, you can kind of see everybody again, catch up with them. And the influence, like Coach Josh coming over here from Oak Grove, he's still around and we're still around. So we're still there training and we're still out there throwing down every day.
Yeah, I mean, mine's pretty similar. Yeah, I mean, I prayed about this a lot coming here and even running, but I'm sure God placed me here, like right in this hometown, just coming to run at Carey, and especially through Josh, you know, coming this year. But yeah, like you said, just the support from the community around you, and you know, being familiar with the area. I mean, it helps to know where to run on different days, and you know, different kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess the biggest thing would be just being local. I mean, especially with your family, like they can, you know, come out and see you, and you know, just kind of support wherever you are. But yeah.
Now both you guys got to run for Josh Moore at Oak Grove, and now him being back this year at William Carey, that's had to be pretty special for the two of you.
Yeah.
So, what kind of real quick, what's that kind of feel like?
It feels great because Coach Josh he's one of the people who was a foundation to my running. Like, I started my sophomore year of high school. I really didn't know how to train, how to do a whole lot of anything. I just knew that I loved to run. So I kind of took that to him, and he developed it into what it is today. So I'm always going to be grateful to him for that. And also, he meshes with people really well. He leads the team really well. So I think that's a great aspect of it too.
Yeah, I think me and Coach have a lot of like similar mindset kind of deals, and so we share a lot of those kind of different similarities. But yeah, him coming here, I mean, it's just comfortable. Like he knows our strengths and weaknesses, like, and he can really use that to our advantage. And I know like the other new people are still kind of adjusting or whatever, but it feels like I just kind of like resumed right back to where I was. And obviously, I know that his training and whatever his kind of mental aspect of it works, and so
you guys all understand the expectations that he has.
Exactly.
Right.
That makes it easier. You know, there's a clear line of communication.
Yeah. And there's not like, he's the type of guy, he doesn't like sugarcoat things. Like if I did bad, I mean,
Yeah.
he's
I
gonna
better
say I
not
did
find
bad.
out they sugarcoat
Yeah,
things.
he doesn't.
Okay.
So I mean,
no,
it's good.
he's fantastic. We're super glad to have him back at
Mm-hmm.
Cary for sure. And you know, he was a member of the first ever men's cross country conference championship
Mm-hmm.
here. I know that's special to him. It's special to us, and we're looking forward to getting another one with you guys.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Last question before we have to go. What advice would you have for other local runners, or they don't have to be local, other runners that want to continue their career and maybe want to continue their career at William Carey? What's the best advice you could give them?
I would say to fall in love with the process, because if you don't love running every day, it's going to be really hard to develop into the runner that you want to be. And that means doing the little things also, lifting weights and staying on top of your food, making sure you're eating enough and enough of the right things, and also just running a lot, because running a lot, it does make you better at running.
Now, when you say a lot, mileage per week.
It depends what kind of phase I'm in. Where right now we're around 60, but in the summer I'll get up to 75, 80,
Right.
so a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I mean, just staying disciplined, like staying consistent. I mean, that's the biggest thing, and I say that even I struggle, with that, but I mean, it really does help. Like I tell people, even my friends who are just trying to get into running just to get in shape, I'm like, if you hit those first 2 weeks hard, like you'll see crazy improvement. And so, just stuff like that. But also, I like to use this as kind of a mindset, but I don't like making running like a god. Like I don't center my life around running. Like if I'm gonna go have fun with friends, and that means staying up a little past what I should maybe go, like I'm gonna have fun. Like I'm not gonna let running prevent me from doing certain things. But I mean, there is a point where it's like you gotta get your sleep.
You gotta be able to separate.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's
good
kind of how I
advice.
think about it.
And I would say also, if somebody's looking for where they want to take their running to the next level, then I would say let God lead you to the right place, because it's hard to make that decision on your own.
Right.
Like the decision to come here, it was hard at first, but then I was sure about it.
And we hope the Lord leads them here, right?
Absolutely.
We want good runners at William
Yes,
Carey.
we do.
Guys, thank you for joining us this week. We really appreciate it. For you listening back at home, don't forget there's still opportunities to get season tickets now. Go to caryathletics.com or become a member of the Crusader Club. It helps these guys have all the things that they need, okay? You can also visit caryathletics.com, go under donate, and go to Crusader Club membership there. And until next time, armor up.